She's been gone 8 years. So the blocks. So yes, that's cat. That's all cat. Yeah. And yeah. And then sometimes you get one that the kids have, drawn on or made faces on. They come with their kid classes too. So okay. Hello. Good morning. So on Saturday was my father-in-law's 80th birthday, and his maternal side of the family are all Krishnas, and it was also Krishna's birthday on Saturday, which is his 5,250th birthday. But it was it was a lovely moment that my father-in-law's birthday, because it's a lunar calendar, so they don't always line up the same way. So it was both of their birthdays, and today is my Rocky's birthday. And for those of you who've been here since I was walking around here 9 months pregnant, holy cow, he's 13, and that seems like it was yesterday. Holy cow, and he's 13 years old. They're officially all teenagers. So I'm teaching. Well, I guess one's not a teen anymore, right? One's a 20. One's a 20, so not a teen. Beyond 20. Well, he's still a child, but not a teenager. Adult in many ways, but whatever. Okay.
I guess he counts.
But yeah, exactly. He's done some grown-up things. So yes. He's done some grown-up things. And then other times I'm like, wow, you're still a kid. Okay. Yeah. Don't think you would do that in front of, the general, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Only your mom, but okay. Anyway, but I'm teaching on Krishna this week. And Krishna is this character who comes into the world. He's an avatar of Vishnu. And Vishnu is the sustainer of the universe. Vishnu is the one who shows up when things are going awry and the world is, in chaos, because he's the one who sets everything back to how it should be. So he comes in as different avatars, and one of his more known ones is Krishna. And Krishna, as he goes through his life, presents in these different ways. So as a child, he has to sort of go to a foster family because his uncle's out to get him because he's going to usurp the throne, kind of thing. So he goes and he's raised by these foster parents, and he has this beautiful, sweet relationship with his foster mother, who is so the first relationship that we see him in is as a child. So he's this divine presence, but he's a child. And then as he becomes, of course, this strikingly gorgeous, good-looking young man, he becomes a cowherd. He's working in the village, and he has all these romances with the gopis and the bromances with the gopas and all the, the teenagers that flock around him. So he becomes like the lover and the beloved. That's the next relationship we see him in. And then as he gets older, he becomes king in a different realm, whatever, it's all these myth stories. And so then he becomes this kind, generous, benevolent leader. And so that's the next iteration that we see him in this divine presence as a kind, benevolent leader. And then another presence that we see him in is as he becomes the charioteer for Arjun, who is one of the Pandava brothers in the Bhagavad Gita. And the Bhagavad Gita is literally, that means Song of the Lord. It's the discourse between Krishna and Arjun, and it's this big discourse on yoga. But they are friends through this whole, there are many stories in the Mahabharata of Arjun and Krishna and their friendship. And so we have this friend relationship. And so when we talk about Krishna, often what we're talking about is his name means all attractive, meaning he's going to show up for you however you need him to show up for you. The divine is going to show up for you in the way that you need the divine to show up for you. And so as a child, not a way that I would necessarily think of that relationship, but yes, as a leader, as a teacher, as a friend, as a lover, beloved is the highest relationship you can have. So, in these stories, that's the highest relationship you can have. And so when we're talking about Krishna, we're talking about, he's also just this, lovely to look at and sweet guy, and he gets along with everyone. I will say a lot like my Rocky, who was turning 13 today. Very much. I was thinking about this morning, and I was like, oh, Rocky's like that. He's the kind of kid who's I've never heard him be I don't like that kid ever. he's just friends with everyone. He just wants to be around everyone. He's, this just sweet little presence around. And that's how Krishna is. So when we talk about when we're invoking Krishna in a practice, or when we're thinking about it, or bringing that energy, a lot often when we're talking about these myth stories, we're talking about an energy in the universe. So we're talking about a divine presence. Often it feels like it's kind of off over there. It's this very spiritual and precious and way out over there thing that we have to be really this sort of reverence of, and it can be that, and that's fine, and sometimes it is that, but it can also be this playful, joyful, sweet little teenager, child, friend, whatever, and so as we're working in our practice today, perhaps think about the ways that the divine is showing up for you in that way, in that just sort of playful and joyful and what are the ways that it is already appearing to you? Often we feel like we have to seek it out, and then we can come to a practice and close our eyes and be like, oh no, this is how it's showing up, so that's my invitation to you. All right, so take a minute, close your eyes. Take some deep breaths. Let yourself settle and soften and just open up a little bit. Open up to the way that the divine is showing up for you today, whatever name you give it, however you understand it to be expressed into the world. Stories of these relationships are really our stories. They're the story of our own relationships. How are we showing up for ourselves? All we have to do is look around to see all the beautiful ways that the divine is showing up in our lives for us. So the moment of just appreciation and gratitude for the way that it's already showing up for you. Bring your hands together. And we'll start just with 3 ohms this morning. Breath in. Your head to your heart. And release your hands. Your eyes open. Okay, we're gonna just do a quick seated thing, but come off anything you're sitting on for this and sit in a wide squat position. Good. And then just do some windshield wipers and let everything move that needs to move as you're starting. So yeah, just get some movement through the hips, even through the shoulders a little bit. And then as things feel like they're moving a little easier, try to keep the pelvis a little more steady and just rotate the legs. So just let it, yeah, there you go. So feel a little more movement of the thigh bone in the hip. Okay, and then next time the knees are over to the right, stay here for a moment. Flex your feet. Push the pinky edge of your right foot down. Push your knee down towards the floor. Turn your upper body to the left a little bit. So you're getting a little twist in your around your spine. Good. Now keep your right knee down and start to pivot the left knee up and then over onto the pinky edge of the foot. The right knee will start to lift, but keep it pressing down so you're feeling a big stretch into the adductors. Good. Then take the left knee down. Take the inner right knee down. Twist to the right. Draw your low back in. Turn your ribs, your shoulders. Okay, and then face front. Keep your left knee down. Foot flex and start to pivot the right knee up. Take your time. Make your way to the pinky edge of the foot. Good. And then find balance. Pressing the pinky edges of the feet down. Knees down. Lift up through your chest. Arch your back. That's it. Yes, the feet, knees wide. That's it. Okay, good. And then roll over the legs, come into hands and knees. Good. Take a few cat and cow breaths just to line up. Get moving with breath. Flowing with breath. The mind can feel as far away from us as its distant sort of presence out there in the universe. And yet it's also the presence that planets beats our heart, breathes our breath. So it's as close to us as our own breath. One more breath in and out. Okay, good. Then come to neutral. And then into this pattern, bring your knees closer together. Keep your belly toned. Inhale, right knee out to the right. And then exhale, knees together. And then inhale with the knee bent, leg up behind you and arch. And then exhale, knees together. And inhale to the side. And exhale together. Inhale, lift behind. One more. Knee to the side. Knees together. Knee up. Hold here. Reach back and catch your foot with your left hand. Spread out the toes. Flex the foot a little bit. Good. Lift from the inner thigh. Kick your foot to your hands. Lift your chest. Okay. Exhale. Release your left hand. Kickstand your your bottom leg, left leg out to the side a little bit, then take your right hand to your right foot and come into a floating back bend. Yeah, you got it. Kick the foot back. Heart forward. All right, exhale, come back to center. Second side, inhale, left knee to the left. Exhale together. Inhale behind. Exhale, knees together. Inhale to the side. Exhale together. Inhale behind. Exhale, knees together. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift it up. Hold here. Catch your foot with your right hand. Kick your foot to your hand. Keep your belly toning, navel towards the spine. Support your low back. Exhale, keep your leg lifted. Hand down. Kickstand the right foot behind. Catch your left foot behind. Roll your left shoulder over your right shoulder. Exhale and release that hand and down. Good. Come on up into dog pose. Take a moment in your dog to wake up your body here in the inverted position, upside down. And then we're going to do some dog squats. We're going to do them in a couple of different ways. So first way, bring your feet together. Inner big toes together. Good. And then you're going to send your hips back, squat back, knees wide. That's it. And then straighten your legs. Hold them out if your hands are sweaty. Knees wide, hips back. That's it. And one more time like that. Feet together, knees wide, hips back. Okay, good. Now go wide with your feet and do the opposite. So knock your knees together. Bend your knees, hips back, knees together. And then straighten out your legs. And then just like that, a couple more times. So we're playing today with the relationship of thigh bone and the hip and all the ways that the thigh and the hip, those bones, those muscles are in relationship with each other. All right, good. And then come to neutral. Feet sit bone, hip distance apart. Lift your hips high into the air. Spin your inner thighs back, bringing the weight to the inner edges of your feet. Then tone your glutes, draw your tailbone towards your heels and stretch your heels towards the floor. And try to work both of those actions at the same time. So there's a broadness in the back of the pelvis. And yet at the same time, a tone to the belly and the pelvic floor. Inhale, come to plank. Lower down to your belly. Inhale to your cobra. Sorry, I'm getting my screen set up here. And then back to downward facing All right, good. We're gonna come down onto our back now, and have a strap in your back. If you don't have a strap, go get a strap. Find a strap or something you could use as a strap. Shirt, tie, belt from your robe. Okay, now I can see this better. Okay. Okay, so come onto your back. First thing you're gonna do, stretch your right leg, knees bent, stretch your right leg up towards the sky. Good. With your knee a little bent, place your fingers behind your thigh and point and flex your foot a couple times. That's it. And exaggerate it. Really point, really flex. Okay. Now, internally rotate your leg. And keep pointing and flexing. That's it. And rotate the whole leg, the thigh bone, yes, like that. So not just the foot turning, but the whole thigh bone. Point and flex. Then turn your foot out. Same thing. Turn the whole thigh bone out. Point and flex. Point and flex. Okay, good. Now take your strap around your foot. Stretch your leg up straight. Or Supta Padangusthasana. That's it. Firm the muscles around your knee and straighten out your left leg if it's not there already. Press your left thigh bone back into the hip socket. Press your right thigh bone back into the hip socket. Press your right leg out straight. Good. Now both straps into your right hand. Left arm out to the left. Turn your toes out to the right and extend the right leg out to the right. So the toes are pointing a little more down towards the floor. Again, not just the foot, I know I'm saying toes turn down, but see if you can get that the whole leg to externally rotate more, your whole right leg to turn out a little bit more. Good, inhale, bring the leg back up. Switch it to the left hand, stay with me, take the right arm out to the right. And then bring the leg across the body only as much as you can, but keeping the hip on the floor. So you're getting the hip stretch first, that's it. And then do more external rotation. Turn the whole leg out. If you want to use your hand, you can use your hand, rotating the thigh bone externally. You don't have to, but you can. Good. Then keep that external rotation. Let your right hip roll over your left hip, over to the left. Press your right shoulder down, extend your right arm out long. Push your right leg out to the left. Good. Inhale, bring that hand back up. Okay, take out the strap, bend both knees. Pause, take a breath, come to center. Lift up your left leg, knee a little soft. We'll do the point and flex first. So point and flex the foot. Yeah, support the back of the thigh with your hands if you like. Or you can just hold the leg up, that's fine. And then keep pointing and flexing. Do it with internal rotation. Turn the whole thigh bone in. That's it. Talking about the relationship of thigh and hip. We want the thigh bone back in the hip socket. Now turn the foot out. We want all the tissues around the thigh bone that move the thigh bone, that turn it in, that turn it out, that move it forward, that move it back. We want them all to feel stable and strong. Find the middle place now between all of those actions. Stretch the leg straight up, take the strap around your foot. Extend your leg up long. Good, firm the muscles around the knee. So again, it doesn't matter how close the foot is coming in towards you. It does matter that the leg is straight. That's how we get the back of that's how we get the hamstring to open up, the calf to open up. Both straps into your left hand now, right arm out to the right. Externally rotate the legs and turn the toes out, the whole thigh bone out. Feel that action into your hip and then press the leg out to the left. Press your right thigh bone down. Your right leg can be straight here. So feel your outer left hip tone a little bit and draw towards your right foot. I know it's a very specific, subtle cue there. See if you can make it happen. Okay, keep the foot externally rotated. Come on up. Switch the strap to the other hand. Hip stretch first. Keep the external rotation. Even as you're drawing the leg over to the right, so you're adducting the leg, keep it externally rotated. So turn the whole thigh bone out. Toes are pointing a little bit to the left, even as the leg goes over to the right. Good. Now let the hip lift up. Left hip over right hip. Find the twist. Press your left shoulder down. Press your left hip away from your left shoulder towards the front edge of your mat. That helps with that external rotation. All right. Inhale and bring the leg back. Good. And release the strap. Okay, here's where we're using the blocks. Take your 2 blocks if you've got squishier blocks. If you don't have blocks, you could probably use a book for this. So I see a whole bookshelf right there. You could probably find a big book and use a big book. I'll show you what we're doing. 2 books. Okay, so we're putting the blocks like this underneath the hips. So the edge of the block, see how they're turned out a little bit? The pointy edge of the block is in the meaty part of my butt. Around the sacrum, not under the sacrum, kind of pointing in. So I don't know, Lise, maybe you can find something to do that with. If you can find 2, oh, there you go, 2 books. All right, try it. See how the books work. Okay, now once you're settled there, just let your body settle onto the blocks, and then do a little cat and cow here, massaging out the outer hips. So arch around a few times, and throughout this whole, we're going to do a few different things here with the blocks like this, and throughout what we're doing, you can move the blocks around a little bit. You've got a lot of little muscles in there, so you might, if one spot starts to feel a little like it's too much, find another spot, or maybe another spot just needs a little TLC, move it to there. Okay, now find a neutral pelvis, and we're going to do some marching. So keeping your pelvis heavy, your butt heavy on the blocks, lift your right knee into your chest, and then release your right foot back down. And then left knee into the chest. And left foot back down. And right knee in. And back down. And left. Go do one more each side. Try to keep your pelvis heavy on the blocks. Again, if it's too intense, if you need a break, take a break. You can also put a blanket over the blocks. Okay. Now, lift up your right knee. Blocks are sliding.
I know.
Are you sliding?
Yeah.
Mine are sliding. The cork ones weren't sliding. I used the cork ones the other day. Okay, so I'm just hold them if they're sliding. Yeah. All right, then circle your right knee. So right knee up, and now make some circles. Again, try to keep your pelvis heavy on the block. Take the knee out to the side, in toward your chest. And then go around the other way. Circle the other direction. Okay, good. And then put that foot down and do the left leg. Circle to the side. Opening up the spaces around the thigh bone and the hip, the muscles that hold the thigh bone into the hip, that want to hold in a particular direction. Often we feel like we're supposed to have this relationship with our creator. There's only one way to do it. Of course, that is not at all the truth. Circle the other way. So many ways we can have that relationship. Teacher, child, friend, lover, support, protector. All right, good. Foot back down. One last one. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Flex your foot. Shift the blocks around if you need to. Okay, and then a little side to side now. So just straight to the right and straight to the left. Yep. So you don't need a foam roller, you just need some yoga blocks. Actually like this better than some of the foam roller stuff. Okay, uncross, switch sides. Left ankle on top. A little shift side to side. Ooh, yeah. Lose the block if you need to. Find another spot. Yeah. Keep it reasonable. I always say. Okay, then uncross, both feet down. Okay, slide the blocks to the side. That's good, right? It's kinder with the softer blocks. The cork blocks are a little punishing. Okay, pull your knees to your chest. Pull your nose and your knees together. Do a little rocking. Because of course, once we open up the hips, the low back is going to open up. So just now take a little massage, rocking massage on your back. We're going to find our way to standing. So if you want to rock forward and stand up, you can do that, or any other way you have them get in there, that's fine. We'll meet together standing. Standing at the front of the mat for Surya Namaskar. Good. Come to Tadasana. Spread out your feet. Line up shin bones over ankles. Line up thigh bones over shin bones. So you're standing tall, spine long. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Gaze up, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, hinge forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Come up halfway. Good. Exhale, right leg back for Surya Namaskar C. Back leg strong. Back leg extending out, spine extending forward. On your next exhale, we're just out a low lunge. Drop the knee, inhale, arms to the sky. Lift up first, then curl back. Exhale, hands down, plank. Drop your knees, arch your back, knees, chest, chin is in the Surya Namaskar C sequence. So drop your chest and chin, push off your toes, slide to your belly, and come on up for full breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Long breath in. Steady breath out. Right foot forward lunge. Back knee up for the start. Nice long lunge. So you're getting a little bit of hip flexor stretch here, a little bit of psoas opening, then drop the knee, a lot more psoas opening. Tone your belly, tone your pelvic floor. Inhale, come up first and then curl back. Exhale, hands down. And inhale, step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen and rise up. Exhale, Tadasana. One more round. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, left leg back again. Drop your knee. Arms up. Exhale. Hands down, step to plank. Drop your knees, arch your back. Ashtanga Pranam. Knees, chest, and chin down. Push off your toes, slide to your belly. Downward facing dog. Full round of breath here. And then left foot forward. Lunge. Drop your knee. Reach up. Roll back. Exhale, hands down, lift your knee. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up, reach up, stretch out. Exhale, arms by your sides, Tadasana. Okay, put your blocks, let me think how I want you to use. Put the blocks forward so you have blocks there just in case. You may or may not need them. Then they're got them around if you need them. Come to the front of your mat. All right, back to Tadasana. Inhale, reach up, exhale and fold. Find your way to dog, however you want to get there. Inhale, right leg up, dog split. Twist open. Press your left thigh bone back into your hip, that's your bottom. Then press your right thigh bone back into your hip, bend your knee, turn your belly to the right of the armpit. Good, inhale, step that foot all the way forward, warrior two. Good. Move your left thigh bone back. That means back, so it's more in line with the ankle. Then drop your right thigh bone down. That does the same action of seating the thigh bone back into the hip. Sweep your hands behind, lace your fingers, stretch your arms back. Good, hinge, humble warrior, hinge forward. Arms towards the sky. Lift your shoulder blades in towards your spine a little bit more, and as you exhale, let your head, neck, jaw soften a little bit. Not humble warrior dog. Release your hands, keep your legs. Keep pressing the knee over towards the pinky edge of your right foot, but walk your hands to the upper left corner. Keep your weight in your feet. Keep your inner thighs, sit bones drawing back and widening back. Keep the thigh bones pulling back into the hip. Here's where you may want your block. We're going to come to Parsvakonasana. I'd like you to come with your hand to the outside edge of your foot. So you can do that without a hand on a block, that's fine, but you can use a block if you like. To the pinky side of your foot, because I want your arm and your leg squeezing against each other. So yeah, bring it in closer, Lana, so it's really to your foot. So your leg and your arm can be touching each other. Press your knee out, hug your arm in. That's it. Then toward your belly more. Twist open, look up. Sweep your arm over your ear. That's it. Yeah, take it higher. That's it. Use that relationship of the knee pressing out wide. That's external rotation and the arm pulling in to turn your belly a little bit more. Okay, exhale. Take your left hand down. Spin up your right heel. Twist to the right. Bring your weight to your left hand, work your fingers down. Spin your left heel down. You can step your right foot in front of your left knee or stack your feet, Vashisthasana. Push down into the pinky edge of your left foot, push down into that bottom hand. That's it. Nice, you guys. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Hold steady in your dog. If you want to go for the vinyasa, here's how to do that. So often we are seeking a relationship with the divine that feels so distant and so far off. And all we have to do is turn towards the ways that it's already showing up for us in our lives. Appreciate it. Down dog split, left leg out. Bend your knee, open your hip. Your left hip pulling back. That seats the thigh bone back. Pull the hips back. Twist open a little more. Good. Left foot between your hands. Warrior two. Push the right thigh bone back so it's in line with the ankle, not popped forward. Press your left knee wide. Let your left thigh bone release down towards the floor a little bit more. Place your fingers behind, other pinky finger on top. Stretch your arms back. Humble warrior. Hinge. So we say hinge, we're encouraging a long spine for as long as you can. So you're getting the extension in your back. Then let yourself round. Reach your arms up a little higher. Let your head release a little lower. Keep your legs. Warrior dog. Hands towards the upper right corner. Knee, left knee pressing wide to the left. Good. Keep that right thigh bone back. Keep the inner thighs wide and keep that spacious feeling. Walk your left hand outside your left leg. Onto the block if you need to, or on the floor if that's available. Press your knee out, hug your arm in, and use that relationship, that little resistance to now turn your belly more left. Sweep your top arm, right arm over your heel. Breathe deeply. And now take it into the twist. Right hand down, right heel up, twist left. Bring your weight into your right hand. Grip your fingers down. Lighten on the lift. Press the finger pads down. Spin down your right foot. Step your left foot on top or in front. Or stagger the feet. That's fine. Whatever variation of Vashisthasana you're doing, do it. That's it. One more breath to just expand fully into the pose. Good. And then back to dog. Stay in your dog. Take a rest or take a vinyasa. Okay, drop down to tabletop. One more thing to do with the strap here. If your knees are bothersome, we're going to sit back onto the feet. So if that's bothersome for knees, you can roll up a blanket, put a blanket behind your knees if your knees need that support. Here's what we're doing. We're taking the strap. I like it this direction. I just feel like I have more leverage. Like I'm holding it palms up like this. And I'm taking it right where the seatbelt goes, right at the hip crease. And I'm going to pull towards the floor, thigh bones down, and then extend my spine forward. Pull down first. Come about halfway. Pull your thigh bones down and extend your spine really powerfully from your tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. Okay, now shift. You can turn your hands around if that's easier and pull back and let your spine round. Pull back. Let your head release. Keep pulling with your arms, just a little self-assist for the thighs. It should feel like a release. Okay, good. Slowly inhale, come on up. Set the strap to the side, and just remember that feeling as we come now back up into dog pose. Okay, in your dog, cross your right ankle over your leg, in front of your left knee, like a figure four leg. Yeah, keep the left knee a little soft. Good. Inhale, come to plank. Shoulders over wrists. Lift your knee up. Lift your belly up. Exhale, go back. Left knee bent. Inhale, come forward to plank. Keep the right knee lifting. Left knee can stay a little bent so you're not putting pressure into the back of the knee. Good. Exhale, go back. Do one more. Inhale. Lift the knee, lift the knee, lift the knee. Good. Exhale, back. Now you're going to walk your hands to your foot and come into standing pigeon. So your hands can now stay on the floor here. Or if you need to hop the forearms up onto the shin, you can do it that way. That's it. You're going to take it into a little bit of a twist. Take your right hand to the sole of your right foot. Push your right knee to the right. Fix your gaze so you're feeling steady. Then you can stay here, or you can take your elbow to the sole of your foot. Press palm to palm. Imagine that strap still around the tops of your thighs, pulling your hips back. Pulling your hips back. Sit a little lower. Okay, release your twist. Walk back to dog. You can uncross first, or you can stay crossed. That's it. Hold or flow here. Okay. Got that routine to the second side. Ready? Left ankle on top. Flex your foot. Right knee's a little bent. Inhale. Flow forward to plank. Lift the knee, lift the knee, lift the knee. Let the hip drop down. Exhale, go back. Right knee bent. Hips back. Remember the strap. Good. Inhale, come forward. Lift the knee, lift the knee, lift the knee. Exhale, go back. One more. Plank. Good. Exhale. Go back and keep going. Land your right foot. Walk back. Hands can stay on the floor. Hands can come up onto the shin. Flex your left foot. Find a position for your foot that makes your knee happy. So whatever that looks like. Okay, maybe you're just staying here. Maybe you can take it into the twist. Left hand to left foot, right hand to the hip. Maybe that's enough. Next stage, left elbow, left heel. Palms together. Find a steady gaze point. That helps with the wobbliness. Looking down helps with the wobbliness. If you want to try looking up, go for it. Who cares? Fall over. Nobody cares. All right. We all care. We all love you. I think that's the best way. Okay. Exhale. Release your hands back down. Walk yourself forward. Back to your dog. Okay. Last flow moment. Okay. Let's take one couple of breaths in child's pose before we head to the wall to ramp it up again. So hips back. Press your head down. Take a few breaths. Settle. You know that this relationship with the divine is not dependent on us doing any pose any certain way, on being in a certain way in the world. Krishna shows up for us however we need to show up, right? The divine meets you at the level of your expectations. Back to dog. Find your way forward, Uttanasana. And come on all the way up. Reach up. Stretch up. Exhale. Adasana. Okay, to the wall. Bring with you, I want you to have a block. Do I want you to have anything else? A block. Have a block. What's that?
Which kind of block?
Actually, the cork blocks might be better. You could use either one.
Rachel, when we went forward in that exercise, we supposed to be held like cross or
Oh no, not stay crossed. It's like a hip stabilization exercise where you're coming forward and the knee's gonna want to do this.
Right.
So you're working the hip.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the knee lifts, but the knee keeps lifting up as you come forward. You're just not letting it drop down. So it's just like
Yeah, I was bringing.
oh, sorry.
No.
Okay, now you know. That's okay too. Then you got some ab work in. Great.
I'm thinking new racks.
Yeah, right. Okay, so here's the next thing. We're gonna work on a standing pigeon here at the wall. So we're gonna go ankle over knee, and we're gonna try to work hands down to the floor. And the key action here, and if they don't make it to the floor, it's okay here. But what I want to work is the foot around the upper arm. So I've got my arm and my foot. So again, this relationship here of squeezing together. I'm curling my toes back. If you can get your hands to the floor, fine. You can also use blocks here. That's fine. But I've got my butt on the wall, so we're not dealing with balance. And I want to work that flexing of the toes around the upper arm. Okay, so hips back to the wall, feet out a little bit in front. Cross your right ankle on top of your left knee. Okay, and then lean forward. Put your blocks there if you want. Okay, see if you can get your hands to the floor, fine. If they're hovering, it's fine. Right foot around your upper left arm. Try to get it above the elbow. So that might require a little abdominal work. If you round through your belly a little bit, if you lift your navel to your spine, you might be able to snuggle that leg up a little bit higher onto your arm. And then hook your foot like crazy. That's it. And then maybe you keep pushing your hips back to the wall, but maybe lean your head forward a little bit more. Round your spine a little bit more. Okay, come on up. Oh my God. Do the others there. What's that? Oh gosh, I'm feeling all the Dave things right now too. Because then we were there last week. Okay, left ankle on top. We didn't do so much. Woo. Between all the hip things here and then. Okay, so left ankle over. That's it. Keep your arms in front of the shin, even if it's just a little bit. And then hook your toes around your upper right arm. So even if your hands are not on something, it's okay. I don't care about that for the moment. But try to get your left toes above your right elbow. And hook your foot back around your toes. Then round your spine. Pull your navel up to your spine. Your shoulders can round a little bit. Keep your butt pushed back into the wall. Okay, come on back up. We did the first side for a little bit longer. Okay, here's the next thought, working on Ekapada Galavasana. Okay, so if you know you can do this pose, do the pose, it's fine. This is the pose. See if I can do the pose. Okay, ankle over knee. So it's this hooking action that's really key. I might be supposed to do it here. Hands go out in front, gripping the fingers. Squeeze in, squeeze in, squeeze in. Maybe stay there. Maybe use the wall. So that's a nice way to do it too. Okay, so here's another way to try it. Here's where the block might be helpful. Okay, try the other side. Ankle over knee. Arms in front of shin. You're gonna have to play with where to put the block. Head on the block. And maybe you're doing the dance between the head on the block and the wall. No, a little more forward, a little more forward. Okay, head forward, then foot up. Maybe then leg it. Not going to happen today for me, but maybe that leg goes back. All right, try something. Another way you can use the block, hang on, I'll give you one more way. You can also stand on the block. You can do back foot on the block. All sorts of ways you can come out this pose. Ankle over knee. Standing on the block. Standing leg is on the block. You have to lean forward a little bit more, but you've already got that leg up. Yeah. Try something. Yeah, lean forward. Grip your fingers, or just do the same thing we just did in the wall. Keep your butt on the wall. Yeah. Hook the toes, hook the toes, hook the toes. Yeah, you gotta really work that foot. It's the foot action. Lisa, you always do this one. I see you do this one. All right, do both legs. Did you try both legs? Try the other leg. No. Yeah, I'll try the other one. I know. Some people call this flying pigeon. It's its own thing. It's not really that. Hook the toes, hook the toes, hook the toes. Leg back. Okay. Yeah, that's good, Lena. Move the block forward more so you can try to lift your foot off the floor. Move the block forward, hands back, no, hands, and now move your hands back a little bit. Good, squeeze your legs. Yeah, the block, you gotta have the block like way out in front. I know.
It's so easy on the left side.
I know. So the good news with that pose is whether you get off your feet off the floor or not, you get like just this monster hip opener. So so whether you can get up or not, you still get a good hip opener. Not that we haven't done enough hip openers. Okay, we're at the wall. So do some upside down something, inversion, choice, whatever serves, handstand, headstand, whatever is calling to you in your practice today. Need help going up, call me over. Nice enough. All right, so your back is a little banana. Pull your belly in towards your spine more and stretch up. That's it. Yeah. Your back is so flexible. Tone your belly more. That's it. Nice. Excellent. Breathe. Yeah. All the way down. Or you just doing the pikes? Yeah. Go all the way down.
No, I was trying to get a
little ab core workout. Do that. Thanks, Karen. Get the pike down. Pike up is just like floor. So hard. You know what? I have a strong core, but it's like I don't know what exactly. It's beyond my pay grade, but which muscles work well or not. But I don't know why. Like maybe it's the hands.
Oh, look at you.
She's hands. Because I've got an audience sometimes. Right? Sometimes when you do it with an audience, it's better.
I know.
Right?
I never do it at home because it never works.
It's that like pipe back. It's probably my hamstrings actually that down. Yeah. I know. That's honestly, yoga is how I run my hamstring. I tore 40% of my hamstring attachment off doing yoga. First day of teacher training I was teaching. First day of the first teacher training I ever taught. 40% of my hamstring attachment to the swinging chest. So running hasn't helped anything, but I really did run it. All right, let's here's my next thought. We've been doing pigeon over a bolster this week, which is just like a nice, lovely way to do a pigeon. So if you want to try that, let's just try that. Grab a bolster. If you want to just do a pigeon without a bolster, if someone around there is on a bolster, you can pile up some pillows if you want to try it. Grab a bolster. I'll show you. Yeah, fire okay. So here's the old version. You sit on the bolster. Have some mat behind you, so move it towards the front of your mat. If you're just doing a pigeon, that's fine. Just do a pigeon. Here's how you come in. So right leg in a right angle. For me, this helps me to get this leg in a right angle, which helps me get that deeper hip stretch. And then the back leg swings back. So I'm trying to get the front of my thigh into the bolster and the back of this hip. And because we're coming into the forward bend, if you're more onto the right side, it's okay. And then working, of course, to try to bring the front of the left thigh down. And all right, let's get there and then I'll give you some more things to think about. Yeah, so right foot out in front, as right an angle as you can be in. That's it. Swing the left leg behind, lean forward, elbows to floor. Good. Okay, now keep your right foot active. So press the pinky edge of your right foot down. Keep your right hip drawing down towards the bolster. Now push your left knee into the floor and feel the left thigh bone resist a little bit away from the bolster, right? It backs off the bolster a little bit. And as you're doing that, now internally rotate that back leg. Turn the inner thigh back more. Yes, good. You can do that with your toe tucked or the toes untucked. Yeah. If there's any other pigeony thing that you want to do, go for it. All right, come back up to your hands. Swing the back leg around. Left leg in front. Flex the foot. Be on the pinky side of the foot. Lean forward. I didn't say this on the first side, but of course, if your knee is bothering you, can also prop a block under your knee. Really good. Going here right now, better than me. Elbows forward. Good. Keep the pinky edge of the left foot pressing down. Outer left hip rooting down into the bolster. Then press your right knee into the floor. Feel your right thigh bone resist back. It's going to give you just a little bit more of a, all right, for lack of a better image, wishbone action, right? Back leg pressing back, don't snap anything, but that's that opposing action that gives a widening into the pelvis. All right, inhale. Swing back leg around. Okay, set the bolster to the side for the moment. Okay. We're leading all these things leading us towards Gomukhasana, which is Krishna's pose, cow face pose. Let's do left leg on the bottom. Step your right foot outside your left knee. What helps me here, so we want knee over knee. So what helps me is to lift up my butt, snuggle the knees together, and then sit back down. And if you don't make it all the way to the floor, if your knees or hips don't want to come all the way to the floor, sit on a bolster, sit on a block, sit on a blanket. You can always sit on something. Yes, I know. It's like the worst and the best all at the same time. All right, press the pinky edges of your feet down. Sit up nice and tall. We're gonna skip the arms, just focus on the legs. We can do a lot of shoulder warm up today. Okay, ground your right hip a lot. You need to reach under and take the flesh from your sit bones. Flex your feet a lot. Hinge from your hips. Let your chest come towards your belly come towards your thigh. Maybe rest your chin on that top knee. Maybe even let the elbows hang. Need more support for your hips. Keep your elbows up, pushing into the floor with your hands so that you're not weight bearing as much. Sounds okay? Because it's okay. I can't do that. On your back. Oh, so your back. No, say no because it bothers your back. Your gym bothers me. Helps. Okay. Okay. Okay, wait.
Tucked in, Rachel.
What's that? Okay, so there's two different poses. Gomukhasana, the heels are pulled in really close. You're not sitting on it, but they're pulled in close. Longhorn, which you can probably do, but I can't. The knees go out. Oh, maybe I can today. I'm warmed up enough. This is Longhorn, which is just, oh my God. It's like a whole other torture. Yeah, method of insanity. The legs are straight out to the sides. I could do it on this side, but that's a different stretch and a deeper hip stretch. So if that, it's a different pose, but if you want to pick it out farther. Okay, second side. Tuck your which leg? Right leg under. I'm not mirroring because I've got to listen next to me and then it gets too confusing. Right knee on top. Yeah, do all the things to get your hips grounded. Sit on something if you need to. Press the pinky edges of your feet down. Good, then hinge first. So again, that means spine long, belly towards the thigh first. Hands supporting you. If your knees, hips need support, push your hands into the maybe your chin comes forward on the knee. Forehead underneath. So you feel like it's a deeper stretch if you let the elbows kind of hang. You let gravity do a little bit of the work, so you be the judge of what you need here. It's like Krishna comes to us in the ways that we need to show up. We can show up for ourselves in that way. It's not a person, no pain, no gain situation. Kind to yourself. Be gentle to yourself. It's Krishna's message also. It's kind, generous, gentle with everybody. That's why everybody loves him. All right. Slowly. Okay, stretch your legs out in front. Right foot outside the left knee. Twist to your right, to your right, to your right. Hug your knee or across the elbow. Ardha Matsyendrasana. It's kind of Ardha Matsyendrasana. Because we don't have the bottom foot. Now just peeking out. Just to the right. Inhale, face front. We're going to come to Ardha Gomukhasana now. Swing the left leg over to the right. Good. Now, right knee on top of left. This one's not a hip stretch. It's a hamstring stretch, as you will see in a moment. Point your right toe, left toes towards the sky. Left knee up. Again, if you need to reach under and move the flesh underneath, then hinge, and you will feel how this is not a hip stretch, but a hamstring stretch. You can hold your left foot with your right hand or your left outer knee or ankle. So you can stay upright. You can use a strap. Same thing as we did in the first one. That left hand can stay as a kickstand and straight to center. And back or your yeah, don't feel it. But it's not a hamstring. Yeah, come on back up. Well, if you stay in that spinal extension, it's going to be the hamstring stretch. Once you go into flexion, it's going to be that. Okay. Switch legs. Right leg straight. Left foot side the right knee. Hug knee. Twist left. Yeah, well, however you do this way, just balance it. Face front, swing the right leg over to the left. And then heel toe your left foot outside your right hip. Knee over knee if possible. And then more internal rotation on the bottom leg. It's going to want to sort of flop out to the side, right? As you're coming in, as we bring the knee over, the foot wants to go to the side. So keep the toes pointing straight up, knee pointing straight up, hinge. Hamstring stretch first. You can reach the foot or the leg, hold the foot or the leg. And if you want to take it into more flexion, let your spine round, let your head release. I get a super calf stretch in this one too. Do you guys get like a big calf stretch in this one too? No, not so much. I get like a super calf stretch in this one. Inhale. Unravel yourself. Stretch both legs out straight. And then Paschimottanasana. Start in the hinge. So belly towards the thigh. Use your strap here. If it's hard to reach the feet, use your strap around the feet. Long strap. Don't break the stuff. Then slowly come to stage 2. Let your spine round, let your head release. Try to keep that sense of the strap. Remember in that child's pose, pulling the thigh bones down towards the floor. Do that same action here. Thigh bones down and back as your spine extends forward. Inhale. So back up. Okay. So my thought was Supta Paschimottanasana, but since we're still at the wall, here's a way. I'm just gonna move my mat over so if you want to use the wall for it. You gotta figure out the distance. This is the only challenge with this is like I'm too close. So you're resting, it's not plow, it's Supta Paschimottanasana. See, now I'm too far. What's the difference? So you're on the middle of your back and you're holding your feet. You can use the wall to push into the wall. And if you don't want to use the wall, just do it away from the wall. It's the same pose we were just in, we're just upside down. So it's not shoulder stand, it's not plow. You're not on your neck, your shoulders, you're really on the middle upper back. So use the wall, don't use the wall, up to you. Here's the pose. If you're not at the wall, you're just here. You're trying to bring your thighs parallel to the ceiling. If that's excruciating, if the hamstrings aren't having it, just do a happy baby, that works too. It's just a sort of cooling down of the nervous system pose. Yeah, there you go. Down. Chair. Okay. Slowly make your way onto the back. If there's any last something you need for yourself, stretch pose, movement. Do a lot of back bending. Maybe a bridge would be a nice thing to do. Whatever will help you settle towards Shavasana. Yeah, you've got the bolster if you want to use it for your Shavasana for under your knees or thing you might want to do with it. Go for it. You need to find your way to Shavasana. Extend your legs, your arms. Deep breath. To turn towards the inner self. To turn towards a divine presence within yourself. Perhaps ask that presence to be with you in a particular way. What is it that you need? What is it that you have to offer? How can you be in this relationship? The inner self. It's really what Shavasana meditation with the nature is. An opportunity to be friend yourself, to be your own lover, to be your own teacher, to be benevolent, kind protector. What do you want to show up for that relationship? Allow your breath to deepen. Allow your body to stretch. Move to awaken gently. Find your way to your side. All the way up to ceiling. Just as Krishna comes into the world, it's exactly the being that needs to manifest to move the world towards its highest expressions. It shows up for the people he needs to guide as a child, as a friend, as a leader, as a teacher. Really, so have we come into the world for the same story as our story. All of that one energy. So how do we want to be in relationship with that energy within ourselves? Because in our lives we're showing up for us. To the rest of your day, just have that as your focus. That's together. Let's finish together with an Om if you'd like to join to the team. Everybody. Great stuff coming up. We've got Gina's doing another sustainable running series starting in a couple weeks, beginning of September. We've got Pilates starting in the beginning of September. Chaya's has a retreat the end of September. Early bird discount to September 1st.
Thank you so much.
It's oh good.